Good afternoon, everyone. This is Omar and Elsam here at CRC. Today we have George, one of the most hardworking students at the Green Team. Good afternoon, George. What do you have for us today?
Good afternoon. So today we're diving deep into two powerful themes, inspiration and initiative. Plus, I'll share some of the stories from Green Team, like how on Monday morning we took down all the dens by lunchtime and I decided to take initiative by raking up the small twigs and making piles around the edges of the area. We will also talk about some of my favourite games, Onestate Roleplay, Goodgame Big Farm, GTA 3, Rocket League, Animal Crossing and Fortnite. Let's jump in.
Well, George, that sounds very interesting. Let's waste no time and jump right to it.
So, talking about initiative reminds me of Rocket League. The esports scene, there is full of moments where split-second decisions completely turn the tide of a match. It's inspiring to watch players adapt and lead under pressure, whether that's pulling off aerial goals or coordinating quick passes with teammates. Sometimes I think about my own games, and honestly, that's inspired me to push myself more. I'm still climbing the ranks, but every match teaches me something new. For example, I remember one Rocket League match where I was down 0-3 and feeling frustrated. Most people would probably give up or play more cautiously, but I decided to stay focused on positioning and passing. Little by little, we came back and actually won the game. It was a perfect example of how keeping calm and taking initiative can turn things around, both in games and in life.
Well, that sounds like it was an intense match, George. Well, I'm glad you kept your calm and you were able to turn it around. And yeah,
it was very intense, yes. And speaking of taking initiative, Monday with Green Team was intense. We took down all the dens in the area by lunchtime, a solid team effort. But once that was done, I noticed all of the small twigs scattered everywhere. Instead of waiting for someone else, I grabbed a rake and started piling them up around the edges. It was satisfying to organise the space, and it felt good to contribute in a way that kept the area tidy and ready for the next group. It also made it very safe for people to visit.
Well, having been there myself, it was a great thing that you took it upon yourself to actually go the extra mile and take the initiative. I was very proud of the work you did, and it shows a great commitment to what you're doing.
Yeah, it does show great commitment.
Well, what else do you have for us?
And then there is inspiration in some other games, like in Goodgame Big Farm. Running a farm takes a lot of initiative and planning, with every new crop you plant or animal you raise being a step forward towards growing something bigger. And that's a lot like real life projects, where consistent effort leads to great results. And Animal Crossing is all about creativity and inspiration. Building your dream island requires constant ideas, motivation and tweaking. Watching others' islands is like walking through their imagination, and it always gives me new ideas to try. Take Minecraft for instance. The redstone system is a fascinating mechanic. It's not just about building, it's about planning, experimenting and learning from mistakes. When you figure out a redstone contraption that works, it's a real moment of inspired initiative. It reminds me how creativity and problem solving go hand in hand, whether you're in a game or the real world.
Well, this is a very interesting perspective on how you can apply what you apply in video games into real life. This is a very exciting perspective. I don't think everyone can see it that way.
Yeah, not everyone can see it that way. But here's a question for you. What if everyone just took one small initiative a day, whether in games or real life? Imagine how much positive change that could spark, a cleaner community, a better game strategy, or just making someone's day easier. It all starts with one small step, but those steps add up. That's the kind of mindset that can change your day and the world around you.
I completely agree, George. It's great to always take the extra mile, to take the initiative, to be able to make your environment better for you and for others as well.
Yes, it does. And speaking of initiative, Fortnite's latest Rocket Racing update really rewards quick thinking and daring plays, perfect for stepping up and leading during matches. If you want to take the initiative but don't know where to start, here's a simple tip. Look around your environment or game. What needs doing that no one else is tackling? Maybe it's organising your game inventory, helping a teammate, or tidying a shared space outside the game. Start there. What if every small action mattered just a little more? That rake in the woods, that extra minute spent helping a teammate, or picking up a piece of litter. Those small actions can add up to big changes.
Again, I completely agree. It's not a matter of how big the action is, it's a matter of taking the action, of taking the initiative and not waiting just so that someone else would do it. I completely agree with everything you're saying here, George. It is very important to work with others, teamwork, and to take the initiatives. It's very, very true.
Yes, and before we wrap up, here are some quick tips you can try both in games and in real life to boost your initiative. Break big tasks into smaller steps. Don't try to do everything at once. Start with the easiest part. That first step is often the hardest. Don't wait for someone else to do it. Take ownership and get started. Celebrate the little wins along the way. Every small success matters. And that's it for today's episode on inspiration and initiative. Thanks for hanging out with me and hearing stories from both the gaming world and the green team. If you enjoyed this, please stay tuned for the next episode. Keep taking those small steps. You never know where they'll lead.
Well, thank you, George, for these amazing tips, and thank you for this interesting episode. I personally learned a lot about how you can apply what you do in video games into real life. It was very interesting, it was very informative, and I hope everyone does go for the extra mile and take initiatives. It was a pleasure being here with you today, George, and I'd like to thank you, and that would be our time today, and I'd like to thank everyone listening, and I wish you all a good day. Thank you, George.
Thank you.